so we're in drop D, and the opening riff alternates between two guitars. So one guitar is going to start by playing the 2nd fret on the A string, and then we've got this string bend here. We're going to play the 4th fret on the D and the open G string, so you get some dissonance there. And then you're string bending from the 4th fret up to the 5th, and then back down to the 4th. So, kind of like that. And the second guitar is going to play on the 7th fret of the low string, and then do the same string bend. Back to the first guitar, you're going to play a bar chord on the 2nd fret, string bend. And then together they're going to play the 5th fret to the 7th. Okay, so now they're playing together with the whole band. You're going to play a regular bar chord on the 2nd fret of the A, bar chord on the 7, bar chord on the 2, and then you're going to play O2, O, O2, 7. And then one guitar is going to keep playing the main riff, but the other guitar is going to play this lead part here. So that starts on the 4th fret of the D with just a little bend to the 5, and then 2 O, 4 O, and then 4 O on the A string, and then string bend from the 7 to the 9. And then the other guitar plays the main riff, but when we get to that string bend, it's going to build up on the 4th fret. And then when we're in the verse, we play that 5th fret. The main verse riff goes like this. So that's 4-0, O2-0, O4-0, O4-5-4. And then the second time, 4-0, O2-0, O4-0, O4-5-7. And then you just go back to the 5. Okay, so for the chorus, we're going to play the 5th fret, the 7th fret, the 9th fret, and then down to the 2nd fret. So those harmonics, the first one is on the low string, right on that 5th fret. Second one is on the D string of the 7th fret. And then the last one is on the D string of the 9th fret. And then the 2nd fret, we play that and then do our string bend. String bend's slightly different though. Instead of 1, 2, 3, it's just kind of a 1, 2, and like that. And we're going to go back and forth from the 5 and the 2nd fret. So just back and forth. There's no real harmonics there, it's just strumming on muted strings. And then we're going 2-0. You play all that again, and then you just go right back into the verse riff. You play the verse again, get back to the chorus. Once you finish the chorus, you'll go back to the main riff. But there's a slight variation. Instead of O2-0, O2-7, we're going to do O2-0, O2, and then a regular bar chord on the 5th fret of the A. So, but then everything else is the same. And then you're just going to hold out the open D chord. So the electrics are going to fade out, and they actually have acoustics at this part, but you can just play on a clean tone on your electric. So the bridge goes something like this. Kind of like a D suspended chord. All we're playing is the 2nd fret on the G and the 3rd fret on the B. Everything else is open. And then what I like to do is, I try not to strum the low strings too much. I try to just play the open D, and then I'll add my pinky to the 5th fret. to make it kind of a G chord. So we're just going from a D to a G. The third time we're going to play that D chord, and then we're going to move our pointer finger up one string. So we're playing the second fret on the D, open G, third fret on the B, open E. Just like that. Then the distortion kicks back in. Which is playing a regular bar chord on the third fret of the A, and then bar chord on the fifth fret, but we're extending it by adding the seventh fret on the G. And then we have this outro riff. So you're just playing with the octaves, just the 12th fret to the open, and then octave on the 5th fret on the A, 7 on the G, and then you do it again, but you'll do your octave on the 9th fret of the A and the 11th fret of the G. So. And then you just end with the main riff. And that's how you play Meant to Live.